coming up later on today. The joys and convenience of email.
You know, they say that email is not just for business users. It is now the fastest growing way for families to reach out and touch someone. And the best part is you don't have to be a computer whiz to use it. That's what they say. Here to explain how easy it is to use email is our gadget guru, Andy Parr. Andy, good to see you.
Oh, good morning.
Let's start right at the top.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay, first of all, email, you know, the abbreviation E-mail is nothing more than an abbreviation for electronic mail. Basically, it's a way of using your personal computer, of sending mail from one person to another, and it uses telephone lines and modems to do it. It's really very simple to use.
I mentioned families, but really, who uses it the most?
Today, it's everybody. It used to be, in fact, Matt, you don't realize it. But you use email each and every day. Here at NBC on our computer system, we have this messaging that you send, type a message.
We
and
call
it goes
top of the line.
Top of the line.
Right.
That is email. And that's exactly how it began. It began in large offices. It was a way for employees to communicate from one desk to another without having to worry about if somebody's on the phone or whatever, being able to archive messages.
And I would imagine quickly that's one of the important factors.
Very quickly.
When we decided I'd be doing this segment with you, the people in our computer department called me up and said, Matt, we've now hooked you up to email. And I said, great. And I hung the phone up and I went,
what does that mean?
So how do I start using and sending email?
Well, you know, the thing is you just build it in as part of your daily regime. You know how usually when you walk into the office, you go get your telephone messages, you sit down, you go through them. Instead, you just turn on your computer. All your messages will be there right there in front of you. Even better to reply, one button.
All right. Now, if somebody wants to send me a letter, though, through the actual mail,
okay,
they can just say, hey, write to Matt Lauer, care of NBC New York, and chances are they throw a stamp on there, it gets to me.
In days.
Right.
In days. In fact, you know, it's funny. If you look at an envelope like this, I wanted to put this together to make a point. A lot of people think that email is complicated because they have symbols. But look at this. This is a standard letter going from you to me. 5 lines of info on both the return address and the to address, plus that 32-cent G stamp that's sitting up in the right-hand corner.
But people can figure out kind of how to send this to me. When it comes to email, can they guess as to what my address might be?
Well, not really guess. In fact, you can't figure it out. You have to know your address. You can't say, Matt Lauer is in New York City. You have to really know the address. Now, look at how a typical email address would go. Matt Lauer, and if you notice how fast email is, we put that on the screen for 1 second.
This is somebody already sending me
sent you a message on his computer here. But see, if you notice, it says Matt Lauer. Now, let me tell you what the symbols mean. Matt Lauer is your screen name. If someone wants to send you a message, that's who you are. At is just a symbol that tells you where are you located at. The next symbol, AOL, means that you're on America Online. Dot is just a separator like punctuation. A COM is for a commercial computer. And on the upper right-hand corner, there's a computer. You don't need a stamp. Anyway, let me show you how to send. Have you ever sent this type of email message?
No, never.
Very simple. You come up, we're on America Online here. Now, what we're going to do is send a message on America Online to another computer on America Online.
Okay.
So this message is really going to go around the country. I'm going to go to, I have you already in my address book, Matt Lauer. You notice here, I don't need any of these dots or commas or anything because I'm staying within the same computer system.
Right, it's like an in-house phone call.
That's exactly right. Here, I'll just write in test here, and I'll just tab over and write this is a test. Okay, and then I'll hit send. Now look how fast this is. When I come back over here, oops, we want to, somebody's sending an instant message here. A lot of people are sending us instant messages. That's what happens when we throw these things on live
I don't think we want to read a lot of those spontaneously on the air, do we?
But you know, it comes through very quick. Now, if you notice, all the mail that you just got in a split second was basically, you can tell who it's from and who it's to.
Just people who happen to be watching, who saw the address and within seconds could get through to us here.
And it's coming from anywhere from around the country to around the world in just seconds.
Now, what happens when I want to respond? I've just received the message. How do I know where to reach these people? Where do I find their address?
Well, all you do is hit the respond key or a return key or something like that. They have replies on here where you can just come right in here, and then at a press of a button, you can send it right back, and then you can store their name and address into your address book that's on here electronically.
Now, you've shown me already how to send a message from America Online to America Online.
Okay.
Does it take longer if you're going from one system to another?
Yes, it really can. Because right here, let me go in and show here. Let's see, we got all these instant messages, people coming on. Now, let me note that the address we have on here for you is going to be taken off right after the show. So, you know, sorry.
Do I get to read the messages first?
If you'd like. We'll save them for you over here.
Don't kill them.
Okay, so right here, we'll just go into our address book. I'm going to go Matt Lauer. Now, you notice over here, I'm going to send you over to eWorld, and on eWorld,
which is a different system.
A different system. Okay. And it's just here. I'll just go in and put in this, and I'll just put an X in here just so we can send something over here. Press send, and then it's going to show up over here. Now this will take a little bit longer because you notice on that @ symbol we had there.
Right.
What that @ means, you're going through the internet. The internet is just like going through a series of computers to get from point A to point B.
But when you say a little longer, we're talking a minute, or?
We're talking, it can be anywhere between, let's say, 30 seconds.
Well,
See,
okay,
right
so
there,
that
took
arrived
about
now.
20 to 30 seconds.
And you're sure
right
that's
there.
from you, not from someone
Yes.
else?
Well, we'll see. Yes, it's from me. Because I put the subject, I just put in there from X.
Okay.
And it's really that quick.
We're going to actually do something with Giselle in a second, but let me first ask,
Okay.
is this secure? Can people break in here?
If you're going inside the same system, for example, as we showed you on America Online, or if you're in CompuServe eWorld, yes. But if you're going through the internet, it can be tapped just like a phone call can be tapped.
Andy Parr, thank you very much. Anybody
it's my
have a
pleasure.
stamp? I think I'll stick with a letter. We're back in a moment with more on Today, right after this. We are back with Andy Parr, our Gadget Guru. You're covering something here. Why?
You wouldn't believe how many messages you've generated. I'm going to have to say, we've already blown out the limit of this. I think the America Online computer is going up in smoke right now.
What's the limit?
We don't know. We think it's in excess. I mean, going to one person in that quick of a time, 10 to 20 to 30,000 messages.
Just from people who were watching this morning and saw that message and immediately wrote it.
And they all love you.
Oh,
they all do.
yeah. I think we should go through the messages one by one.
We got to be very careful when we do that.
One of the things I want to talk about again, we're trying to send a message now. We've done it from computer to computer. People are saying, wait a second, these are 6 inches apart.
No, but this is not actually the way that this is going, because all of these are on separate phone lines. When the message went from here to there in a matter of seconds, it went all the way up to Virginia and back again. Here it went from Virginia through the internet back to California and back here in 20 seconds.
All right, let's send a message from this one, which is which service?
Okay, this right here is eWorld.
Okay.
And we have Giselle over there on America Online.
All right, Giselle, we're going to send you a message here. How complicated to start from scratch?
Okay, do you know how to use a mouse?
Kind of.
Okay, so what you do first, you have to fill in the subject. There's only 3 areas that have to be filled in.
Do I have to click it?
Yeah, you click on it. Now
Okay.
just type a subject.
Subject, co-op.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now just hit tab over here on the left-hand side. And now just type a message.
Okay.
And in moments, Giselle will enter cyberspace.
This was very, very creative. Now what do I do?
Wait
Tap
a second.
again?
Something
Now
just
you go
went
send
totally
now.
out.
Send now.
Okay, and your message right now is in the internet. It's going from some college or university or some other computer to another. And you'll notice on your screen that box on the lower left-hand side.
But the screen just went totally blank.
Okay,
wait, hold
touch
on.
your mouse.
All right, got it.
You know, the trackball on there.
Okay.
And say you have mail?
I
Now
sure
what you do,
do.
hit read.
Yep. That's it?
Well, you know, I was a little tight for time,
That's
Giselle.
very creative.
It's early. Give me a break.
I thought I'd have a
thought long and hard about that one, Giselle. That's great. How many people are now involved with all this, Andy?
I mean, it's funny, just talking to America Online at all, because it's impossible to tell you how many people send email. It's tens of millions, almost per hour. But America Online, just through their 3 million customers that are registered on there, generate more than 1 million messages per day. And that's out of 3 million people.
When you think about it, it's incredible. And we were, in a few seconds left, I was saying, you can be sure that we're not going to get intercepted, that someone can't get into my email and read my mail?
They're using secure lines when you're going inside the same system, inside the same service. Outside, be careful.
All right, Andy Parr, thanks again.
Oh, my pleasure.
I'm computer literate now. Station break.